Welcome to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Your Sister Speak Show experience will consist of special guest interviews, live performances, in-studio interviews, and live on location reports. The special guests who will be on the Sister Speak Show are dynamic and impacting the communities with their passions. This is a talk show that will keep your mind and your soul informed, energized, and encouraged. We are a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you strive to be. No reckless entertainment, just responsible listening nourishment. We don't go dumb, we go wisdom on the Sister Speak Show. And it is about making the known known. You are now activated. Welcome. Brothers and sisters, welcome. You are listening live to the tour on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Ayana, and it is going up because anything going down is crashing. Brothers and sisters, how are you all doing this evening? I hope everything is well with you. Let me explain to you something. It is a smooth 97 degrees out here in Dallas, Texas, where we are recording live, and we are staying cool and hydrated. I want to get right into it tonight, brothers and sisters. Kings and queens, royalty, hear ye, hear ye. Tonight, my special guest is, I almost want to call him a mogul, rapper, engineer, producer. I mean, everything that you could think of when it comes to the music industry. Tone the GOAT out of Atlanta is my special guest, the Beats App Ambassador. Okay, we're talking about, you are in what I would say to be privileged company this evening, brothers and sisters, because my special guest is absolutely what we look for, who we look for when it comes to the tour. And you are definitely in the right place. So I want to say welcome to all of my international listeners. Welcome to all of my local listeners. I am definitely humble that you all tuned in once again. And we're going to go ahead and get right on into it, brothers and sisters. Tonight, before my special guest calls in, I wanted to talk about a subject that has been going on for some time in the music industry, particularly in the hip-hop genre of music. And that is, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, rap beef. Okay, not a rap battle. We talking about rap beef, like where it has gone to the streets, or it was in the streets and it went to the booth. Regardless of the situation, we're talking about lyrics creating more than just fans. We're talking about foes and how the rap beefs have evolved, famous rap beefs. And if you are what they say, hip hop head, if you're just into music, then I'm quite sure you have witnessed some rap beefs. And you know what? It's just not the mainstream rap beefs. There are local rap beefs in every single county, okay? There is a plethora of local rappers who have incited some type of beef on the streets, whether it was gang affiliated or girl affiliated. Okay, gotta call it out. But this rap beef has led to, I feel like, and not I'm going to use the word unfortunate, but a sad demise when it comes to, ultimately leading to the casket. And if you are a rapper, have you experienced rap beef? If you have, you could chat with me for a couple of minutes. I don't mind. Now here's the thing. This show is not designed to perpetuate the beef. I don't do messy interviews. I'm not here to find out who you had a beef with, why you had a beef with. Now, if we're talking about hip hop history on an educational level, just to bring points to points, then that's what I'll be speaking on. But when you come on this show, whoever you have funk with is not my business. Now, if you are funky, then that I would definitely be concerned, and I'm always about hygiene. But on some funk beef battle, I don't do that. I'm not here to, further exacerbate the situation. I have seen plenty vloggers, bloggers, whatever you want to call it, podcasters, not whatever you want to call them, I disrespect the lane, but those who do that, and, they have to reap what they sow. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be known as a messy podcaster. That's not what this is about. Okay. We're here to uplift, encourage, educate, to expand, to introduce, and to support. It's about the village. Now, we do call it out. It's about honesty. And, before I play this clip for you, brought to you by Genius TV on YouTube, I also wanted to take the time out to say, if you have an Instagram page, you can go to my page at SGT Queen on Instagram. And there's a clip of Nipsey Hussle, quick freestyle, Funkmaster Flex. And, I loved it because I listened. I wasn't just hearing it, because if you're here for hearing it, you're going to say the beat was cool. You like the beat, but when you're, I want to hear what you got to say. That's oxygen you are using is precious. What is it that you have to say, Brother Nipsey? Brother Nipsey. I was watching The Golden Child the other day. But anyway, Brother Nipsey, what is it that you have to say? What are you going to teach the people? And so when he spit, I was just listening, and it was game. And everybody needs game. You don't need to be playing games, but you need the game. You need to have certain parts that equip you to be able to navigate and do what you have to do in this industry or just in this life. And, I also mentioned in my caption, are you a lyricist or are you an opportunist? Do you really grab the mic, and are you genuine or are you garbage? Do you have a rap license? Because some of you have a rap license, and that's a WRAP license because it's a rap. Get that out of here is what's my hashtag, because I said it a long time ago. Garbage is garbage. You don't have to talk about, what's in the garbage bag. If it's in the garbage bag, it's garbage. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. Why? If you are going to take all that time to get to where you are, whether it's mainstream or indie, and here you are, and you in the mic, you on the microphone, you're still talking about the same old stuff, and okay, I understand first time on the mic, you're nervous. Or, I hate it, and I really hate it when I hear rappers say, I was just BSing around and here I am. See, that's when somebody needs to get the biggest boot they can find and kick you straight up your scrotum and tell you to get on somewhere. And I shouldn't say kick you up your scrotum. I know a lot of you men were like, oh, no. Okay, kick you swiftly in your behind until you get gone somewhere, because it doesn't make any wisdom that you would even open your mouth to even say that. And then, you know what, even if you didn't open your mouth at this point in time, I've listened to your music and I believe it. I could probably have said that. Oh, he was just playing around and got on. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all just got on and we need you to get off. It's like, if the rap industry were a bus, There are stops. Okay? Okay. And then you need to ding ding this one right here. This is my stop. Okay. And there should be a group of people holding signs like they do at the marathon. Go, go, go. And it's signs to say, get off, get off, get off. I'm serious about this. And as you know, some people be like, oh, don't kill nobody's dream. Excuse me. Are there nightmares too? Are there nightmares too? Have you ever had one? Okay, then we cannot sit here and hold out candy canes and Skittles. We are trying to help people get to where they need to be with their purpose and their passion. With that being said, brothers and sisters, couple commercial breaks. And after the commercial breaks, I'm just going to play the clip, and I'll see you on the other side of this clip. Okay? Okay. And I thank you all for tuning in. I'm so excited that you all chose to listen to the tour tonight on the Sister Speak Show.
Vision, sound, action, create, inspire, impact, evolve. You are now activated.
Easy listening vibes, electric energy, contagious conversation. Listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve.
Your pride, they keep trying to get me for my soul. Pop off, pop in the box. Who shot y'all? Who shot me? But your books didn't finish.
In most cases, rap beef is just a war of words. So what does it mean for someone to cross the line?
OVO 40 hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got, that man is sick.
Pusha T's story added on, outing Drake's then secret son and making fun of his child's mother, Sophie Brousseau, is already being heralded as one of the best diss tracks of the year. But Drake thought that this line went a step too far.
Hey man, there's no rules in this shit, but there are fucking rules in this shit. Wishing death on my friend that has MS.
Across the hip-hop community, many reacted similarly to Drake's anger. This is just hip-hop.
There's rules to this. Ain't no rules to battle rap, man.
However, West Coast legend Ice Cube, who released the devastating 1991 diss track No Vaseline, aimed at his former crew NWA, believes disses cross the line when bars are not aimed at their intended target.
You know, family, kids, deceased relatives, I think that's going too far.
Which, in Drake and Push's case, puts Drizzy right in the line of fire.
I told you keep playing with my name and I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia Williams.
I mean, he did mention your fiance's name, so I guess it was, you know, the gloves are off.
All bets are off because of that.
Historically, what constitutes as crossing the line varies from situation to situation, but mentioning family always escalates things. In 2003, Eminem entered his label-mate 50 Cent's feud with Ja Rule after Rule insulted his daughter Haley.
They don't need to claim your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut, so what's Haley gonna be when she grows up?
Haley, what do you want to be when you grow up, man?
I don't know. But I don't want to grow up to be like Ja Rule's little dirty ass kids.
Ja's career never recovered from 50 Cent's repeated onslaught, but Shady felt that they went too far.
There's a certain line you just don't cross, and he crossed it. I heard him say Haley's name on the song, and I just lost it. It's crazy, this shit went wavy on some Jay-Z and Nas shit. Even though the battle was won, I feel like we lost it.
And then there's Jay-Z and Nas, a storied battle that drew blood on both sides in the early 2000s.
Had a spark when you started, but now you just garbage. You fell from top 10 to not mention at all. To your bodyguards, Kiki Wally's verse better than yours.
How can I be garbage? Semi-autos at your college. Burner at the side of your dome. Come out of my throne.
The face-off had rap fans choosing sides. Then Hope's response to Ether ratcheted it up a notch by mentioning the mother of Nas's child, his ex-girl, Carmen Bryant.
Me and the boy AI got more in common than just falling and rhyming. Get it? More in common. I came in your Billy backseat. Skeeted in your Jeep. Left condoms on your baby seat.
At the behest of his mother, Gloria Carter, Jay apologized for taking it a step too far.
I did the real thing. You know what I'm saying? I really felt bad, so I'm really attracted to it, you know what I mean?
In 2017, Carmen dismissed Super Ugly.
It was an emotional reaction to an ass whooping. That's all it was.
Carmen and Nas's daughter was also targeted by Harlem rapper Cam'ron in his beef with the Queen's MC.
For the AKs in your face, take your daughter R. Kelly out my way with a
In Carmen's tell-all novel, she says Cam attempted to apologize, but she wrote, quote, "If that nigga Cameron comes anywhere near my daughter, I'm putting a bullet in his fucking forehead." Jay-Z too has faced lines aimed at his wife Beyonce. In 2009, former associate Beanie Siegel took aim with this.
I was the fly on the wall, shit I witnessed. I can say shit that make me look at you.
But I honestly say that was one that was like a shocker because you know, when you from a certain place, you cut from a certain cloth, and certain things are just off limits.
But what's clear is that crossing the line is a loss for all involved, especially when both acts eventually pass away.
You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life.
Tupac's blistering 1996 Notorious B.I.G. diss, Hit 'Em Up, still gives Diddy the chills.
A DJ would play that, we would just end the party and just
take that off.
No, we would take the turntable. We would take your turntables. You played Hit 'Em Up.
Diddy supposedly told Big not to respond out of fear of escalation. Pac's inclusion of Biggie's then-girlfriend Faith Evans was a planned setup, even down to the ill-fated studio session, where she says nothing of the sort happened.
This is totally not how I operate. That ain't how I do business, and that was never even, up for discussion.
Hit 'Em Up also included barbs aimed at Mobb Deep's prodigy and his illness.
Mobb Deep, you wanna fuck with us? You little young ass motherfuckers. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell or something? You fucking with me, nigga, you fuck around, have a seizure or a heart attack. You better back the fuck up when you get smacked the fuck up.
Mobb replied with Drop a Gem on him in 1996, alleging that Pac was sexually assaulted in jail.
Knocked out the box and got rock, got raped on the island, you officially got. Get that dog shit, buy a magazine or some love shit.
Gem was the lead single for Mobb's third album, Hell on Earth, but Prodigy stopped promoting the track after Pac's death. In other cases, lines about dead friends strike some as a bridge too far, like in Gucci Mane's 2012 diss against Jeezy in a beef that began over the song Icy.
Go dig your partner up, nigga, bet he can't say shit. And if you're looking for the kid, I'll be in zone 6. I know it's hard for you to sleep on when you killed your homeboy. You left your son to be a fast, won't even raise your homeboy.
Gucci was referring to a group of men he alleged Jeezy sent to rob him. In the scuffle, Gucci shot and killed one man and later beat the case by claiming self-defense. Jeezy denied sending the men in his song Forgive Me.
Rest in peace to Pookie Low. Blame it on me, never snitch. Lord knows I ain't seen no homie on no dummy mission.
New York's Troy Ave caught flack for bringing up Joey Badass's deceased homie Capital Steez, who committed suicide in 2012. Ave's responding to a Joey Badass bar on Ready aimed at his album sales.
Steve's burning in hell, my burning on my belt. I'm really killing shit. You niggas killing yourself.
Many thought that this was a bridge too far. Troy kind of apologized after Styles P called him out, but the damage was already done. If we're honest, there are no universal rules to rap beef. Today, you can even spar on a podcast without even rapping. But what's most common is that women and children are often collateral damage, and in battles like these, the ends should at least justify the means.
Everybody's not going to rap fair. Some people are going to take the lowest shots they can take, and you got to be prepared for all of that.
I'm Jacques Morel with Genius News, bringing you the meaning and the knowledge behind the music. Peace.
Brothers and sisters, welcome back. You are listening live to the Tour on the Sister Speak show. I am your host, Ayana, recording all the way from Dallas, Texas. It is 97 degrees. I hope you are doing all right, and I thank you so much for joining me. Let me tell you something. Shout out to the block party that I attended today at Shop 110 at 700 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville, Texas. It was a success put on by Bennett Elite Tax Services. I mean, that sister put on an event. Everybody was there that needed to be there. Hair services were done, food, giveaways, backpacks. I won something. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I just had a great time, volunteering my time for the community. There's nothing that, there are many things that bring me joy, and that is one of the things that's definitely being about in the community for a great cause. So shout out to Shop 110, to Rich, Jersey, Tifa, and my stylist, Leitra, and shout out to Jaleesa. And I mean, it was a wonderful event. So everybody, when you're doing something in your community, it is to be applauded. So shout out to everybody who, whether, you are recognized or not. When I say that by media, that you're out there and you're grinding and you're doing something in the community. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. Oh, goodness. So refreshing. So anyway, brothers and sisters, let's get right into this rap beef. Oh, my goodness. This is how I see it. you cannot say that words do not hurt. They do. They cause fights. Well, people don't really fight that much anymore. They just go ahead and pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this rap beef, it is so sad that it does result in death. And there are so many kings that are pursuing the music industry. And for whatever reason, whatever this spirit is that is sending this dark cloud that creates this beef, it takes away from the authenticity of the music. Now, a lot of people be like, well, I ain't no studio gangster. This stuff is really happening. Put it in a book. You know, create a way that you can work through your anger. Because a lot of times what happens is, you know, when you open your mouth, that's it. You either going to bless or you're going to curse somebody. You either are going to uplift or you are going to try to assassinate. Your tongue is very powerful. And I think about some of the things that I heard in the clip. And people will go there. They just don't. When you are angry and you sin in it, that's where the rap beef comes. That's the best way to say it. You can be angry. I mean, but it's about what do you do after that anger. And so with the history of rap beef today, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, I'm going inside of the studio right now just to create a tag so I can get back at this dude. Right now in Dallas, as a matter of fact, there was a young man who had rap beef, local rapper, first time hearing of him, who had rap beef with another guy and over something that was said on IG, Instagram, and he went to retaliate and he shot up the wrong apartment and he murdered a young girl, 9 years old. 9 years old. Something that was said, and people are going to say that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt. Is that like some voodoo chant? Like what is that? That is a damn lie. Words help and words hurt. And depending on where you are at that moment in your life, what you have dealt with, depending on what you're listening to, what you're eating, if you're on any type of psychotic drugs or anything like that, depending on where you are, what you've seen, and just who you are as a person, depending on all of that, it is quite possible that you could end up in a situation where now you are behind bars and somebody is behind a casket. It's behind a casket. And it's not worth it. It's not. None of it is worth it. I understand the level of street code and all of that. I understand the level of this is what goes on in the hood. This is how it's done. This is how we are our own city council. We are our own police. This is what we do. I hear you. I understand what that is. Okay. Well, I'm not going to say I understand, but I hear you. But the tragedy that's left behind the rap beef, the tragedy, the suicide, the homicide, okay, the little baby who has no idea what's going on at his daddy's funeral. No idea. Everybody crying. He's sitting there looking just like his dad. Rap beef gone bad. See, what if we had rap vegetarian? Okay. What are you saying? Rap vegetarian. No beef. No chicken, so that means no suckers, and just authentic music, lyrics, real lyrics. Bump all that, huh? Did he just say that? Because I many times I roll my eyes, I skip, and I skip past the music, and I wonder why. But if we had rap vegetarian, then I'm just saying, though, I want my kings to live. That's all. I want you all to live past 21. I want you to live past 15. I want you to be able to go to do your video shoot and not have any issues. Do you know how many times you post that you're having a video shoot, but because you got so much funk in the streets and because you're talking so much stuff on the mic, now they coming to shoot up your video shoot. I mean, when does it end? It ends. Okay, here's part of the solution. We got to have security guards at the door to stop letting these suckers in. What do you mean sucker? I ain't saying no street sucker. I'm talking about these people who ain't got no business. These opportunists. There you go. These opportunists in the studio. Some of y'all, I know, you need the money, studio time, but look, what about integrity? Can y'all please stop letting anybody into y'all studio with this rap garbage? I don't care about how many hoes you got. I don't. Where they at? Where they at? Do they know? I'm just asking. I don't care how many bricks you sold. The game is to be sold and not told. Why are you... Hello, FBI. I'm going to give you all everything that you want to know in the form of a rap song, and then I'm going to stream it, and then I'm going to be in shock that you kicked my door down 48 hours later. The game. I'm just saying though, rap music, good music, the truth, but the beef, if we could possibly, because I want to say so much, but I have to kind of slow it on down because I know that pretty soon I'm getting ready to have a great phone call and I kind of want to hold all of this, but I'm done with it. Somebody needs to protest all of this mess that's going on. You all hear it. I know some of you true rappers lyricists are probably facing depression behind the fact that so many people are getting on. But then again, okay, so how many bricks you've sold? I don't care about your Rolex. I don't care about none of that stuff. I need to know if your brain is functioning, if you are on a developmental level to where you can elevate and evolve. I don't care. We don't care. Nobody cares about how much money you have. Have you ever seen the bank take a picture? I'll wait. When's the last time you seen Wells Fargo take a selfie from the vault? You better ask somebody today about what show you're listening to. It is the Tour on the Sister Speak show. I am your host, Ayana, and I am so glad that you tuned in to one of the dopest podcasts in podcasting. We want to be the flavor in your ear. We hope we are a part of your listening palette and your listening shuffle. But we are here to set you free if you are not supposed to be behind the microphone. Okay? Where is the power outages when you need them? The rap intervention where your whole family gets together. You think you're going to the hotel to sign a deal and your whole family's there with letters like Dear Dante or Dear Lil Do Wrong. We believe that this has gone on far too long. Your last song was absolutely toilet water and not the drinkable kind. We are absolutely begging you to please stop. Maybe you can see if Jermaine Dupri you can go on his show with the kids and just start from there. I'm just saying though, there needs to be an intervention. Take his chain, grab his chain right now. Get that chain off of him because that's a part of this issue right now. There's that chain. Get that chain, sit him on down, play his lyrics for him, and he's gonna be the only one bobbing his head, but that's okay. But I'm serious about this. We need to really, really understand that if it's not for you, it's not for you. But what is for you is for you. So I do want to encourage you all that if you are in this game, this is your calling, and you are a true lyricist, you are a true engineer, a true producer, everything that you do it well. Study, practice. And I expect to see you elevating, grinding, evolving all the way. I can't even say all the way to the top because we don't want there to be a limit on how far you can go. But you've got to have a development about your brand. You've got to make sure that you've got the right team around you. You've got to make sure that you have everybody who you need to be successful. You can't be mad at who's there and who's not there. You have to be willing to go through some days where it looks like you're not going to make it. And you also have to find other streams of income based on your rap talent or your musical ability in order to suffice for those other days. You've got to look for other lanes to pitch your music, pitch your beats, pitch your product. You've got to make sure that other people are understanding that this is not some, oh, he just trying to rap so he can get some vagina. Yeah. Serious, I said it. Some of you are in the game because you have none and you think this is the only way to get somebody to sleep with you. You know, if you get some therapy and do some, alone time with yourself and some deep prayer, you won't have to use the microphone in order to get it. You'll just be able to use your penis to get it. Don't use the microphone in place of that. Game. Recognize game all day long. And that's just what it is, because you got to call them out. Because if you don't call them out, they will linger. And they might actually get on and you'll be so mad. I just want you to understand this. Your craft and your gift will always make room for itself. I mean, it's inevitable. But if you're lazy and if you have the spirit of envy, then you're not going to make it. You're not. If you're not studying music, learning different instruments, nobody should be able to tell you what your sound is. You should know what your sound is, who you are, what you are, how you develop, how you produce, how you get it. How do you draw in the crowd? Your whole artist development is contingent upon if you're lazy or not. How much work you're willing to do. Now, if you are illiterate, you don't have any business rapping right now. I suggest going to your local library. This is no dig. You may be gifted, but you need to know how to read. So when it comes to your contract or any other type of situation where you need to read, any other type of situation where you need to know if this is what I'm supposed to be signing, and you just sign that without careful consideration and thorough reading. I'm talking about, let me take this home and have my lawyer look at this. Now, your lawyer may be your cousin in them, but it lets the people know that, okay, we might have one that might be able to read in between the lines. And if you're able to read in between the lines, then you may be able to not skip over that contingency clause that says you got to do A, B, C, and D and get on your knees to please me. Some of y'all so willing to get on. Some of y'all so willing to get on. So willing to get on that you will give it up. You're going to be a whole hoe. Some of y'all are willing to be a whole hoe in order to get on. Me? A ho-ho? Yes, you. Some women grab their pearls. I'm assuming you're grabbing your chain. Some of you are willing to prostitute yourself to sign on the dotted line. And then you're going to go rap about hoes, but you was just one though. It's real in the field. It's real in the field. And if you're not careful, in this day and age where anything can be a hidden camera, pull your underwear down if you want to. Go on. You so ready to get on. You're going to do it by any means necessary, right? You so willing to get on that you're going to take an L. Just because the pressure to eat, to live, to maintain and function is pressing on your shoulders. Everybody's looking for you to be the glue and the bank for the family. It's all on your shoulders now. And because you can't get everybody who's depending on you's face out of your eyes, out of your mind, you willing to take an L. Straight up. And as a result, yeah, you signed on the dotted line. Okay. You got a few thousand. You a thousandaire now. You ball. Well, you ain't really balling. You pee-wee leaguing. You pee-wee leaguing. Okay, I see you. You pee-wee leaguing. But at what cost? I want to hear the memoirs of those who can be transparent, who are no longer in the game, the rap game, who would just be honest about some of those nights, some of those propositions, and some of those excursions. And, you know, sometimes the ones that you idolize, maybe you want to ask them how they really got on. Yeah. Maybe you want to ask them how they really got on. How did they get that deal? Yeah, they got the little fits and everything. They're wearing the hella tight jeans and everything now. You know, they've got the kicks with the red bottoms with the spikes, and you know, they get their hair done, and they, you know, but how they get on. Now, some people would say, hey, don't hate the hustle. I want to ask that person who said don't hate the hustle, how did you get on? Because, see, at some point, we got to have a moral compass that says, now I got some boundaries. Under any other circumstances, I wouldn't be doing this. You know, I got boundaries. You know, and once you get that contract and you have not received an education that enables you to read, you're in trouble. Okay? And you may end up trying some things that are not good for you. And I would like to encourage the family members of the up and coming alreadys to stop mooching off of them. Get up, get out, and get something yourself. Now, if you're disabled or in those, you know, sometimes I shouldn't even have to do that whole disclaimer stuff. Like, you should pretty much know that I'm not talking to you if you're in a situation where it is beyond yours. You know, a disabled situation is a disabled situation. But if you are lazy and you have been waiting for somebody else to get on so you can eat, shame on you, and may you experience a famine like none other in your life until you get up off of yourself and go do something for yourself, because you have a gift too. You have a talent too. Stop always looking and putting extreme stress on these artists, these musicians, because they're not telling you that the shit is eating them up. It's literally, it's killing them. They're not telling you about their ways of coping because you won't stop calling. It's always something. Now, I understand storms, economic storms of poverty, unforeseen circumstances. I understand trials and tribulations. Trust that. I know about some dry days. I know about some closing your eyes when you log on to your mobile account. I know about these days where you don't know which way is up and which way is down. I get that. I know that poverty is real. I know that hunger is real. I know that thirst is real. And I know that there are people who are very hungry and very thirsty and impoverished. And they do need help. But they don't need hindrance. And that's the difference. I can help you. But at some point, you need to also know that I did not go to Calvary for your life. And that I did not die for your sins. And that I will not supply all of your needs. Yes, it's better to give than to receive. Yes, it's better to be a lender than a borrower. And that applies for everybody. So if we're all lenders, who's borrowing? Oh gosh, I'm just saying though, there is a financial way to live that is so spiritually elevated that few obtain it because it starts with humility. So stop putting pressure on these artists to kick in for you. You should want to be able to do some things for yourself that don't require me to have to slave and suck in order to make sure you got a fur coat and a BMW and all of your bills are paid and you're still able to brag to all of your friends because I am your source and not the Most High God and his son Jesus the Christ. Like that though. The rap game has its ups, but it does have its downs. And when it has its downs, it has its downs. And who is there for the mental health? You know, you giving me an A&R, you're giving me a stylist, you're giving me an accountant, you're giving me a photographer, you're giving me all this team, but where is the therapist? Now, some of you are saying, damn, she kicking it. It's the truth. But now look at this part. This is how you can be a mainstream artist and an independent artist. Where's the help? Your prayer life is the help. Seeking out wisdom is your help. You know, if you in this game and you don't have a prayer life, now some of y'all pray to the devil. I don't have anything to do with that, and you shouldn't either. That's an opponent. That's the enemy. Okay? You know, some of y'all believe in genies. Some of y'all throw pennies in a well. Some of y'all blow bubbles. Some of y'all don't split poles. Some of y'all do that type of stuff. But for those of us who understand that this is a real life situation and that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places, you pray. Some of y'all had to learn that God was real, that the Lord was real. Some of y'all know it because he had to slap you on the back of your head. Yes, several times. Some of you all have been to jail. Some of you rappers have been to jail. Some of you all have been to prison one time and have not been back since. And that does not affect your street cred. You have nothing to prove because y'all know that the belly of the beast is real. And when he burped you out, you got gone. When the Lord opened up them doors and said, hey, you, and called you out and said you were free, you kept your promise to God and said, I'm never going back again. And you never went back again. Salute, soldier. Salute. You have a lesson to tell through the microphone. And if you were a beat maker, a producer while being locked up, your chords should be so electrifying and should resonate so hard in the hood and abroad that there's no way that you cannot be recognized as a hit maker. Who you are, I can tell through the chords. I can tell a lazy beat when I hear one. And I can also tell a electrifying beat when I hear one. I can tell it. I can hear it. I can tell if you're serious about it. So when it comes to being in this industry, the music industry, and you want to tour, you want to perform on all the major mainstream platforms, award shows. You want this, you want that. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to work hard when you got real talent. If you don't have real talent, you don't have to work hard. It's easy to get on because that's what's running right now. Somebody is asleep behind the wheel. And it's disturbing. It is. I don't know. First of all, the reason why I don't know all of what I'm hearing is because I can't stand it. The beat sucks. The lyrics suck. I'm out. I have to move on, and I have to listen to what I consider to be a playlist of good music that does not put me in a position to where I am having to struggle to get it. Because, I listen to the music that's sent to me. There's probably only one time that I didn't listen to something all the way through because, no, not today. But, go back, try again. You obviously believe in yourself, so get it together. Pick up a dictionary. But this all goes back to, can you read? Do you know how to write? Can you form sentences? This ain't no dig. I want you to make it. I want people to buy your music that are in my generation. They'll be like, hey, Lil Bang Bang, hey, that last one, that last one he put out, that was the one. So when it comes to that, it's just like, if you work hard at it, you can reach every genre, every level, every market. And I'm going to always say, can your music be played 10 years later? 15, 25. Now, some of y'all got to sit down. Some of y'all got to sit down because you're not there yet, but we are encouraging you to get there. But if you are still in the same area that you've been your entire life, I can pretty much tell you what your EP sounds like. And sometimes you might have an EP produced by Flush It Productions. Oh my gosh. I'm just saying, everybody, it's just like, hey, no. Okay, so anyway, brothers and sisters, we'll be right back after this commercial break. You are listening to The Tour on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Yana, and I'm so glad to vibe out with you. It brings me pleasure to be able to talk to you, and it brings me pleasure that you're listening. I'll be right back.
Listening to the Sister Speak Show is even easier now with the new abilities available from Spreaker Skill on Amazon Alexa. With Spreaker on Alexa, you can now listen to the Sister Speak Show from even more places from all around the world. You also have navigation control, fast forward and rewind podcasts to make sure you never miss a second of your favorite show. And then you can ask for show recommendations like the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve.
Sisters who are looking for new ways to elevate, enhance, and embrace their natural beauty, the Sister Speak Show has you covered with a new segment called The Upgrade, focusing on hair, skin, nails, wardrobe, mind, body, and soul. Beginning Mondays in August at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, your physical, spiritual, and mental health matters to us on the Sister Speak Show. Hi, excuse me. Yes, you, the entrepreneur right there. Do you need a logo for your brand? You do? Well, remember this name, Kiara Douglas. She's a sister queen whose design services I use that will elevate your brand. See these logos right here? These are just a few of the logos that she designed for the Sister Speak Show. She's affordable. She's creative. professional, and on time. All you have to do is just go to Deluxe Designs LLC and tell her that the Sister Speak Show sent you.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Tour on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Ayana, and how are you all feeling this evening? So what you think about the show so far? If you have anything that you'd like to share with us, chat with us live. I'm always ready to chat with you all. Another thing that I was thinking about when it comes to the rap industry is how people are elevating into entrepreneurs. And if you are, on the grind, if you are taking your brand to a whole nother level, I want to salute you, because you have merch, you have stickers, you have different platforms that your music is on, and you're not afraid to get out and meet and greet. That makes you an entrepreneur. You need to check into all of the things that are happening in your local area and introduce yourself to the people. Okay? You need to introduce yourself to the people. People need to know who you are. They need to know your face. They need to know your music. They need to know your consistency. They need to know that you're diligent and that you really, really want this. Trust and believe that type of regimen is a concoction for promotion. Because one thing about tenacity is the fact that it pays off. Diligence pays off, okay? Patience pays off, and it's a virtue. So not only does it pay off, but it's a virtue also. And so now you have all these elements about you. Do you eat right? Some of y'all don't eat right. No. Let me get a triple brontosaurus burger. I would like pepper jack cheese, cheddar cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese. I like Gouda cheese. Cottage cheese. If you put cottage cheese in your burger, somebody needs to put you in timeout for a whole year. But some of you all, I'm just saying, like, on a level like your health is important. You can't be. Do you know how much energy it takes to say yeah? That takes energy, especially if you're a hype man. How you gonna be a hype man if you got low sugar levels? You got low sugar levels. You on a 25 city tour, and you over here can't even hype up the crowd because somebody over here got to call the ambulance and get you some sugar water and some orange juice and a peppermint because you about to pass out because you over here on alcohol and weed and casual sexes and and greasy food. And you out there with a whole fresh fit on, but you done passed out on stage. Or you done went into a sugar coma on stage. And now they got to escort you off of the stage because you done yourself into a faint. Because you hungry for the right foods. And that's for the whole crew. Everybody needs to eat right. Everybody needs to change the way that they intake. If you are on the go, it's so easy to grab something fast. But there are other ways to eat. You can go into a grocery store, a Whole Food market, and go to their deli and get you some russet potato salad. You could go and get you some mesquite turkey slices. You can go and get you some different assortments of soups. You can go and have a nice sandwich made on your bread of choice. You can also order some organic potato chips. They have cookies at the Whole Food stores. I go to Sprouts. I've seen cookies there. You can get a muffin. The voice, right? There's so many different things that you could order that would make your body say, you love me so gently. You love me. I mean, seriously, your body will love you. Your body will show you things that your body could never do before, okay? They won't call you a minute man anymore. Ayana. It's marked explicit. I'm trying to help y'all stay in the game. I mean, y'all heard Missy Elliott, no minute man. And I know for a fact that she spoke for every single woman who's in the game. Actively. No minutes. No minute man. No. And how can you make that be better for everybody? I'm going to make sure that I eat better. And you're going to make sure that you eat better. And not only that, it's going to do wonders for your skin. Heck, some of you who won't wear slippers because you've got black toenails, it might even make the discoloration on your toenails fade. I'm telling you, you start juicing. You start juicing and watch what happens. You get you some vegetables. I'm going to help you out. Tip of the dang, I've given you a few tips, actually. Another one. Okay, come here, DJ Khaled. Another one. Okay, so this is what you're going to do, brothers. Sisters, anybody listening, kings, queens, you need to get you a blender. And you need to get you a blender that is going to withstand multiple times of being used. You need to get a blender. You need to get you some, I prefer apple juice. It's a great base. Great base. 100% apple juice. If you can get organic apple juice, oh, you really in the game. Because that's what I had. Organic apple juice. You go to the frozen food section. Skip on down to the frozen fruit. You can get you some fruit, okay? You're going to get you some 2-pound bags of fruit. They have tropical, mixed berries. They even have just solid, whole bag of strawberries, blueberries, array assortment. And the reason why you're going to get the frozen, I prefer this, is listen, because that's when they're at their highest concentration of nutrients, vitamins, and everything that you need to kick any disease in the butt, any cancers, anything looming in your body. That is your medicine. Okay? Now, you go home, you get that blender, make sure you ready for this. Put in half apple juice, and you want to make sure you balance the amount of fruit that you put in there. Oh, I'm sorry. Get back in your car. Go back to the store. You need to go, after you get your fruit, you need to get the frozen vegetables. You need some kale. 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 You need some spinach. Yes, you, Mr. Muscle Man in the making, Miss Tone's sister in the making. You need some spinach. You need some carrots. You need some, what else would they need to put in there? Oh, celery. Greens. You need some good greens, okay? Because you're going to have the fruit smoothie, and then you're going to have the vegetable smoothie. Now, if you've ever had Robitussin, you're going to be all right. Because that vegetable smoothie is serious. It's serious. But guess what? So is your life. So is your career. So is your talent. So is your gift. And so is your presence. And we need you here. And we need you to be at 100. If your phone is going to have more juice than you, then your phone should be on the stage and you shouldn't. I'd rather hear your phone perform. If your phone has more juice, more energy, more power, more function than you, then your phone should put out an EP and not you. Dang. Said it. Yes. This is all about the truth. And it's gonna. You should hear the shackles coming off. Shackles off my feet. Hey, okay? Seriously. So now you're juicing, you're healthy, you're changing your diet, you're starting to exercise, because I'm going to need you to ask your friends to put their shirt back on stage. Just saying. While y'all trying to get it together. While you're trying to get it together, I need you to put your shirt back on. That would do us some good. Just until, you know, get a little bit more muscular. And even so, I think you should keep your shirt on, period. Now, some women will be like, shit. And look, hot toddy, you want the body. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. Look, hot toddy, everybody we just here for the rhymes. You know, you could be fitted, but we don't need everybody to take their shirt off. But anyway, when it comes to you getting on stage, we need you to be at 100%. And it's no good for, you to get out there and not give us your all, because then the reviews come. And this is all a part of your development. Let's just consider me to be your friendly, free A&R today. I'm here for you. Now, if you want to send a donation, you can send a donation. I take donations. I take sponsorships. I have ads playing at the beginning of my show. So I'm all about a sponsorship. But anywho, so here we are. You're on stage. You're performing better. You're looking better. You're doing better. And it's time for your interview. It's time for you to get on the microphone and let people know the truth. It's the moment of truth. We're going to hear what's actually going on inside of your mind. And that can be a deal breaker. Ladies, fellas, have you ever just witnessed a beautiful creation before your eyes and had the opportunity to exchange phone numbers and gotten on the phone with them and been like, what the damn, how dumb? I mean, couldn't carry a conversation if the conversation was in a backpack. Just can't carry it. Just dumb. And dumb is a side effect. It is. It happens. But, when you get on the microphone, that's it. It's going to be a make or break. And if you've been hiding a secret that the brain cells are not as active, it's going to come out. And you're going to give a boring interview. And the chances of having you come back may or may not happen. But they're going to wrap you up real quick. Wrap it up. We're going to have to go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Wrap it up. Ask them where we can find their music. Ask them what their social media tag is. And let's go on and wrap this up. We got another, because I cannot do this. I don't pull teeth. So because especially for me as an interviewer, I have energy. Energy. Like, when I wake up, I pop up and go. I'm ready. Hello. Bam. In your face. What's up? It's 6:00 a.m. Go back to bed. Can't sleep. Why? Because I'm ready for what? The worms. You dig? Baby, like toast, I pops up. So, when it comes to you being an artist, when it comes to you getting on the microphone, if you have an interview that's, let's say, 7 a.m, you need to get on there like it's 12 at night. I mean, no, not 12 at night, because that could be worse. You need to get on it like it's a brand new day, but not so early. You need to be glad to be there, and you need to give the listeners what they came for, your voice. You don't want people to say he kind of cute and kind of dumb. That's not a compliment. Almost doesn't count. Okay? So, kind of pregnant. Are you pregnant? Kinda. Huh? Oh, I'm kind of pregnant. Do tell. Well, never mind. So it's just like, we need you to get on the microphone and open your mouth, be articulate, read some, explore some, have something to say, be a good interview. Make it be to where when you get on the microphone that you're so interesting and so electric that they don't want you to leave and they gotta have you come back. If they don't say, well, we'd love to have you back, or if they say, well, we'd love to have you back, but if they say it like that, well, we'd love to have you back, so I expect you to come back and we want to play some of your music, we'd love to have you come back, then you're in, you did a great job. If they sit there and say, well, we'd love to have you come back, but we can't because you sucked and the ratings just dropped below earth to a new level that had never been reached. We don't want that. And, we don't want you to tell everybody in your interview how good your penis game is. Oh, I take some down 10 at a time a night. Look, little slut. Look, that's your rap name. Even as a man, look, little slut, that's your new name. The Lil Slut Mixtape. Look, we not interested in that. You are in a position that many people want to be in. You're at the Breakfast Club, which is a goal for a lot of people. So if you make it there, your sexual prowesses and capades are your business, little slut. And that's real talk. That's just the realest talk ever. Because when you start talking about that, you open up the door for the interviewer to start going there. And some people can go there. And they'll start saying, so are you raw? Are you having unprotected sex? How many STDs have you caught? Do you do it to, all kind of stuff. And you be like, hey man, you all in play a business. You acting a little suspect. No, little slut. I'm just saying though, some of y'all groupies got different names for you than your rap name. Lil, I'm just saying, this is serious to me. Some of y'all groupies know the truth. They know the truth, And also, when it comes to you doing an interview, understand this. I understand the Breakfast Club is the ultimate goal for many people. I respect the Breakfast Club 100%. Just understand that on a ladder, there are rungs. And so you may have to go on a few podcasts to elevate to that next level. That's called training. And you may not be ready yet to get to that level. But what we're able to do for you through through media training is get you ready for that. Because Charlamagne, Angela Yee, and Envy, okay, though they have worked very hard to be where they are, and you do not waste their time. You just don't. I feel like you have to be about something more than just, I bust down 1,000 a night. I'm feeling all right. Every girl is in sight. It might be you tonight. I'm feeling all right. Get that shit out of here. If that's you, they're going to eat you alive. Shark in the water, shark in the water, shark in the water. I'm just saying, Jaws isn't just a porno, and it's not just a fish. I mean, it is a critique that could make or break you. Did she just say Jaws is not a porno? I did. And I've never seen a porno named Jaws. I made that up on the spot because my mind goes fast like that. We're going to keep moving because some of y'all will be like, I knew it. I knew it. You don't know nothing. Stop it. Okay? I'm just keeping it 100 with you because I don't want you to have to get on the elevator. You just did your interview with the Breakfast Club. You hanging your head down. And then next thing you know, somebody comes to you. What's wrong with you? Nothing. You sure? Yeah. Somebody hurt your feelings? No. Charlemagne? Yes. I mean, it can happen just like that. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Easy listening vibes, electric energy, contagious conversation. Listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve.
Vision, sound, action, create, inspire, impact, evolve. You are now activated.
Brothers and sisters, welcome back. You are listening to the tour on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Ayana, and everything is going up, everything going down is crashing. Let's see. Is Phyllis Smooth 97? Are you riding with your top down, listening to the Sister Speak Show? Are you sitting with your window open and your fan blowing, with one leg popped open, with a nice little slip on, with some water in one hand and a and are you vibing out? I just want to say, hey, mama. I want to say hello to you, sir. Hello, Queen. Hello, Queen. How are you listening to this show this evening? How are you staying cool? How are you sleeping at night? No covers, no comforter, just sprawled out. I understand because when it's hot, it's hot. When the heat is on, the heat is on. And it takes I'm serious. Allow me to pour you some water. Your glass, please. Would you like some ice? I'm just here to serve you. I want to make sure you're comfortable when you're listening to the Sister Speak Show, because I do care about you and you are special to me. You do know that, right? Well, thank you. I appreciate you too. Brothers and sisters, I have a very special guest who has been on the Sisters. All my special guests are very. I have a special guest that was on the Sister Speak Show. He is an R&B singer, an authentic R&B singer with a genuine singing talent and voice. Out of Oak Cliff, out of Dallas, Texas. He's on the grind, and his music is soulful. And if you are the type of listener who likes Levert, Gerald Levert, Johnny Gill, Jordan Banks, if you like soulful music, Will Downing, then you will definitely appreciate Ryan J. And I got a direct message the other day, and it was from Ryan J. And it was his latest single. And when I tell you, I love the production of this song, the lyrics, everything. It is a hit. It is a Billboard hit. It is a song that should be on the soundtrack to a movie, web series, It is brilliant. And I played it. I couldn't stop bobbing my head. He performed it at a local venue. Ryan is always grinding, and he is always showing up to do what he has to do. All of the special guests, most of them who have been on my show, I could say maybe 1 or 2%. Everybody else is there; they're on their grind. So Ryan he's showing up in Dallas. Dallas, check for him. My international listeners, I want you to check for him. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play his song for you, debuting on the tour, on the Sister Speak show. You know, an intimate connection is something that is so key when you are vibing with someone. If you don't have an intimate connection, then what do you have? Ryan J, Intimate Connection.
Yeah. Fireplace
You are listening to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, impact, and evolve. Yes, brothers and sisters. Intimate connection with Ryan J. Brothers and sisters. You know what? Hold on. Pause. Okay, I mean, you gotta give an applause when applause is due. Shout out to Ryan J for Intimate Connections. I love that song. I think it's pure. I think it's beautiful. It's something that I could ride with my top down, with my moonroof, sunroof, full back, and, enjoying the vibe. I love the vibe. I'm all for romance. I'm all for good loving, pure loving, honest loving, loyal loving. That's just what it's about for me. I am, and I know that it's real. I know that it is possible to obtain, and I know it's possible to maintain, no matter the trial or the tribulations that you experience. And then, it just is what it is. You got to know your worth, definitely. So do you have an intimate connection with the one that you're with? What is the intimate connection mean to you? To me, it just means that you're willing to let me love you no matter what. And let me not say no matter what, like some old psychotic stuff, but just I'm at my best when I'm loved the best. And I just have a lot of love to give, and I'm very considerate of time. And so, not perfect, but I just know that love and an intimate connection is something that it's predestined. And it is a vibe, and it is an electric feeling that you know that somebody loves you. Like, I get it, Teddy. It is so good. Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. It is. Oh, it is. And and you want to just love whoever is for you. And, when you have an intimate connection with somebody, you don't have to worry about the cheating and the, infidelities and the lies and the deceptions and all that, because somebody who's for you, they are not going to embarrass you or, jeopardize your belief system on love and trust, or try to ruin you. They're going to be there for you, and they're going to maintain this gift that they've been given, and you're going to do the same. And, that's just, for me, a part of what an intimate connection. I don't want to give too much away, but that's just what I know. It's just, it is a conversation that is invigorating. It is a look into somebody's eyes. It is a kiss. It is the way you kiss. It is the way you make love, and I'm saying all within a marriage. It is all of that. And when you have an intimate connection with somebody, they don't leave. They stay. They work hard at the building of the situation. So that, to me, is what an intimate connection is. And, if it's for you, you'll have one. You will have one. Just be patient and just get to know someone, and don't chase when you're a woman. Allow someone to find you. There's such a genuine feeling in knowing that somebody just really loves you. And, pray about it. And to the brothers who have, it's such a beautiful thing for you to be able to, chase, but the rules still apply for you too. Just be careful and learn about yourself to the point to where you're not always chasing trash. It's nothing worse than bringing home a garbage truck to meet mom. Just saying. Here, mom, meet Hefty. And not because she's big, but because you brought home a garbage bag. Somebody just trash, and that to me is an intimate connection. It is. I pray for you. You pray for me. You're thinking about me in ways that I might not have been thinking about you. You just care about me, and you're willing to be there for me when I am down at my worst. You know, you encourage me, support. You know, that is an intimate connection, and it's a beautiful thing when it happens. And so I don't want anybody to give up. Don't become bitter. Don't become miserable. You know, music has a way of helping you get through. Good friends, get yourself out there. You know, just get so active in your gifts that you're not tripping off of that. It'll come. It'll come when it's supposed to come. God is always on time, and he knows what he's doing, and nothing takes him by surprise. It's just that sometimes we can delay our progress because we get caught up. But delay doesn't mean denied. So, you know, hold on. An intimate connection is coming. You know, just work on yourself, groom yourself, exercise, eat right, and do all the things that you can do to make yourself marketable. Make yourself be a beautiful conversation, a beautiful flower, and you'll be picked. Just understand that it's easier to pick the fruit off the ground than it is to climb up the top. But to the one who's willing to climb, oh, what an abundance. Oh, what a joy. So, Ryan, I thank you for that song. It means a lot to me that you would even allow me to play that on the Sister Speak show. So what did you all think about it? You all can chat with us and let us know what you all think. But, you know, one thing and on my show is that I have a specific call time that I give all of our special guests. And sometimes things happen. And so even though you may see that I have a special guest coming on the show, stuff happens. Sometimes, you know, you can't always plan for things to go perfectly. So I have a certain amount of time that I give, and then I have to keep going. So I don't want to disappoint you all. You know, I definitely have had a special guest for you guys, and we'll probably have to reconnect with him at another time because I'm going to sign off. And I want you all to tune in, but I do want you to go to check out Tone the Goat. Check out the Beats app. That's BEATZ app. It is a app that I would just describe as the word genius. It is genius. It is an answer to a lot of you all's situation who can't get to the studio, who are looking for beats, or who are also looking to submit beats. So if you go on that page, you will definitely be glad that you stopped by. Show them love. This man is a hardworking man. He's intelligent, raising his family, and definitely doing his grind. And I'm very grateful that I was even to connect through name and just being able to check out his profile. Shout out to Loso, who introduced me to Tone, the Goat, not the, okay, THE, Goat. And, you know, we're going to have to reschedule the interview, which I don't mind doing, but you all have been a wonderful listening audience. I am absolutely overjoyed that I get to talk to you all. I'm glad that I get to podcast. I'm glad that I get to keep it real and, you know, provide humor. But the ultimate goal of the Sister Speak show, no matter what segment you're listening to, is to encourage, is to equip, to educate, and to uplift. It is to make sure that you are pressing through, pressing on. We don't want you to be stagnant. We want you to climb. We want you to pursue that which has been given to you. We don't want you to wrap yourself in somebody else's gift because that's a horrible present. And we need you to activate. If you are interested in submitting your music to the Sister Speak show, you can hit me up at the Sister Speak show 8617@gmail.com, and that's spelled SISTA. A lot of people say, well, what does this stand for? That's spiritual inspiration shared through the arts and spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. Once again, you can email me at the Sister Speak show 8617@gmail.com, or you can direct message me on IG at SGT Queen. I'd love to hear from you. I'm so excited about the way that we're going, the new sound that the show is having, the fact that we're getting ready to go into a whole nother level. I've got an event coming up that I'm getting ready to start planning, and it'll be an intimate event, but it is going to be an event. And not only that, brothers and sisters, I am going to start pursuing another gift, talent that the Lord has given me. I'm just not going to waste them. You know, fear is a hater. And I don't want to not operate in everything that He has given me. I want to operate in it. So I've got another avenue that I'm pursuing. And just looking for your encouragement. But if I don't get it, I'm still pursue it, and it's going to be good. But I'm definitely pursuing another avenue with the Sister Good Thing Empire. And PGW stands for Professional Gift Work. Sister Good Thing, PGW, is the entire empire. And I have artwork. I'm working on something right now. Beautiful, beautiful landscape art piece. I do centerpieces for events or even for your home. It's called A Touch of SGT, which is light decor. And I have the Sister Speak Show, which is my podcast. And I'm moving on into the Sister Speak Show production. Not going into singing. Anyway, brothers and sisters, you know what? You are a great listening audience. You'll be encouraged to be blessed. My next special guest will be the actress off of the web series Money and Respect, Shamaya. And you've got to tune in. She's beautiful. She does it all. And she's going to definitely have something to say. She plays Brandy on the hit series, web series Money and Respect, filmed out of Oakland, California. And the season finale for that is going to be this Friday. So anyway, with that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm signing off. I have spoken to where I can't speak anymore. I need to go get me some chicken tacos, flour tortilla. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, brothers and sisters, I'm really hungry. I done talked myself into hunger. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. You be encouraged. Keep pursuing your passions. Keep pursuing your dreams, and you stay activated. Trouble don't last always. This too shall pass. Be encouraged.